Change. For Nike, it's where we were born. It's our home field, our competitive advantage. Facing the most rapid and profound social and technological change in history, we say, great, bring it on. But in the midst of all this change, my favorite web page is still the sports page. And just when, after 35 years in the business, I thought I had seen it all, along comes Nike's golden summer. It began with Tiger Woods wearing wraparound screw-you sunglasses and chewing gum during the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Then came 2 disastrous days at Brookline. The Americans found themselves facing the largest deficit in the history of the Ryder Cup. At a Saturday night dinner, when they could have drowned their sorrows in defeat, instead, 12 independent contractors, 12 loners, found togetherness. Every player spoke. Tiger Woods said, "Every night I go to bed with a smile on my face because I can't wait to come to the team room and be with my friends." His teammates were stunned. Every player spoke and every player cried. And on Sunday, every player cheered for each other. The U.S. started to piece together a miracle. Players shook their fists, fans waved their flags. Still, the Americans needed a tie in Justin Leonard's match to complete the comeback. And Leonard was 4 holes down with 7 to play. And just as he had the previous night, Leonard started to cry. Davis Love, who had already won, approached Leonard and said, "You can tell me to leave if you want, but I want you to know something. You can do this." And then the funny thing, the putts started dropping. Leonard won 4 of the next 5 holes. On 17, he lined up a 45-footer, a putt that will be remembered as one of the game's all-time great moments.
This looks good. Oh, my!
12 professionals who were supposedly above emotion went into a fit of boorish, shameful, and ridiculous behavior. Wasn't it great? When the national anthem was played at the closing ceremony, Tiger Woods did not chew gum. He did not wear sunglasses. He placed his hand over his heart and stood united with his 11 teammates, his 11 friends. For years, they put their lives on hold, sacrificing their individual pursuits for the good of the team. They often stayed 4 to a room, often traveled by bus. Flying coach was a luxury. They babysat each other's children so their teammates could practice or train. Then came the potential payoff. The U.S. Women's World Cup team sought a championship in their own country. In previous summers, they had trouble filling high school stadiums. On July 10th, in the championship game against China, there were 105,000 in the Rose Bowl, cheering frantically. America adopted them. They were so much more likable than the men's team. For 2 months in the summer of '99, they were the daughters we never had. For the first time, you could hear men arguing women's sports, not about Title IX or gender equity, but about strategy and substitution patterns. Margaret Carlson, writing in Time magazine, said, "So much that is wonderful about being a woman in 1999 is embodied in the U.S. women's soccer team." My daughter Courtney and I will have 2 films. Can you imagine going to the doctor and hearing, "Well, sir, I'm sorry to have to tell you, you have testicular cancer and it's spread and metastasized. And it's woven into your spinal cord and we'll have to cut off the top of your head twice to take big chunks off your brain. And then after that, you'll have to have chemotherapy for 9 months and you'll throw up all the time and be dizzy and sick. And after all of that, you might have a 30% chance to live." And then, with perfect knowledge, the doctor could say, but you're going to beat it, and go on to win the most grueling athletic event in the world. Right. Fire the screenwriter. He's far too dramatic, way too unrealistic. But it all happened. A man and his bicycle. Lance Armstrong is not just a world champion, the Tour de France champion. He is hope as a man. With technology, you can digitize, clone, and morph, but you can't feel. As we shape the way our business changes, we will remain true to our soul, Nike's unique connection to the passion of sport. That is one constant in our lives. That will never change.